Guys, welcome to Africa Chat. My name is Gideon, your host, as always. Today I have really pristine and very, very important guests on my show today. I did not really believe that I would be able to get these two really important people on this show, but God made it possible, and I'm so excited. I wanted to present to you guys to Mrs. Kimberly and Mr. Maxwell, couple that came from, well, relocated from the United States and migrated over to Ghana, and they're actually permanently living in Ghana right now. And upon seeing Kimberly and her husband's YouTube video talking about going home, which is what basically my channel is about, we're mostly talking about people moving back home, people like myself, trying to do something about the whole African community and African communication between people in the diaspora, the African people that actually traveled outside of Africa and hasn't come back. So I kind of reached out, and with good faith, I was hoping to hear back, and I did hear back. So we decided to sit down today. We actually did talk about a few things on the phone behind the scenes, and we thought it would be nice to actually bring it on a camera, record it, put it out there for the rest of the world, just for encouragement and also just for an eye-opening for people, like I keep making the example, people like myself. I believe we do need to hear some of the things that you guys have to say. So welcome to the show, Kimberly and Mr. Max.
Thank you
guys.
Thank you
so
for having
my first question, I'm just going to go straight to the point. We already made the initial explanation as to why we are here. The first question that's probably going to be in everybody's mind and my mind as well is, what motivated you guys to embark on this beautiful journey? I would like to say it's a beautiful journey because it is. I've seen your videos. And what made you guys actually just one day just woke up and just say, hey, I think we're just going to have to relocate or migrate back to Ghana and stay?
Do you want to go first?
Yeah, you can go first.
Okay, I think for me, it's a lifestyle that I've always wanted to live, and
Okay.
it's my husband's birthplace, and I think deep down, most people want to go back home. And for me, I'm a country
Yeah.
girl, so I love living in the country. I love doing what we're doing here, raising animals, growing my own garden. Just the people here, the food is fresh, it's good, the air, everything about it. The not having to get out there and work a job to make somebody else rich, and my husband to get the respect he deserves. So that's for me.
Okay. I think the last time my wife came to Ghana, it was about 5 years ago. So when she came
Okay.
back, and she told me that, you don't want to stay in the United States until you are 65, 70 years before you go back home. This is the right time for you to go back home, and it will help you because you can do a lot for the people there. And she told me that, and she said, here, first of all, you are African. I mean, you are not Black American. You are African. So you don't get the respect that you deserve. So if you wanted to wait until you are 65, 70 years, you have spent all your life in the United States and you can do nothing. So when she told me that, I just think about it and I said, okay. So from then, we decided that, okay, we will try to buy some land and build and, get ourselves ready. And I think it took us about 3 years or 3.5 to be able to build our house. And then we decided that, okay, since the house is built and everything is done, we will ship our stuff. And that time too, we have house in in North Carolina, Greensboro. So we decided to sell
Okay.
the house because that time the market was a little bit better. So we sold our house, and then we moved to apartment. And we were getting ready to just move to Ghana. And about 5 months ago, we decided that, okay, it's time for us to be here. And there we go. We are here now.
Well, that's a beautiful story you got there. Like I said, I know a lot of people that I recently met that were talking about it. It's been quite. I think if you go back in 2019, coming all the way up to today, it's been a really huge topic among the African Americans the most. When most of the time when I meet my brothers and sisters, the African Americans in America here, and I introduce myself, or when we meet and I kind of express that I'm from Africa, the next conversation is like, oh, have you been back there yet? When do you plan on moving back yet? So unlike before, it was never like that, So now the whole conversation has become, or the rest of the world are now looking back and looking at Africa like, whoa, this is actually a place that we can migrate. So in my own opinion, I think this is a really nice gesture that you guys took. I know the transition may be different from everybody else. For most people, for Kimberly and Max, you guys, for example, Max, you're from Ghana, you are African, so it may, if I'm not afraid, I want to say it may have been much easier for you to have moved back home for somebody that doesn't know anybody at all. So now the conversation becomes, say, for example, I'm an African American. All my great grandparents and everybody was actually in the last 100 years was born here. They've never been to Africa. And I have this idea, I have this urge to move to any part, not just Ghana, any part of Africa. What's your advice? What's you guys' advice? What needs to be considered first? And what do I generally need to consider before I even make that journey or even think about making that move?
Okay, I think the main thing that they should consider is what is the type of life you like to lead. And what is important to you.
Okay.
I think if they're looking to move somewhere, what is important? So there's a lot of people that choose other countries too. Tanzania, different countries. But I think first you have to decide, what's important to you. Ghana is one of the most peaceful African countries, probably one of the most peaceful countries. I haven't looked it up, but I'm just saying, even the Western countries, you don't always have peace there. And what is important to you?
Right.
Language, children, education, different things like that. I think you have to consider. And then some people move to the north of Ghana and are fine with it. Some people wouldn't like that, I'm sure. So I think the main thing I would suggest is a visit. Because until I came, I didn't know. But when I visited, I called my husband. I called him the first day. I was like, okay, what are we doing? What are we doing? Because he let my daughter go with me. So my daughter and I came. It's expensive. We couldn't afford the three of us to go. So he said, you guys go.
Mm-hmm.
Have people there that will take care of you while you're there. So you go and enjoy the trip. And I called him and I said, I don't know what we're doing. There's opportunity here. The food is great. I felt we were here 11 days and I felt so much better. So I think if they were to visit, if they've never been on the continent, I think the first thing they should do is visit. That's my suggestion to anybody who is thinking about it.
Okay, what I will add to what my wife said is if you wanted to move back home, as Black American or anybody else who wanted to move to Africa, you have to be first, like she said, you have to visit, and then you have to find where you will stay.
Okay.
It's a little bit
Okay.
easier for us because we have already built a house here. And the main thing is that when you come and you don't have a place, like you're going to rent a house, it's going to cost you a lot of money because you have to pay advance, and here you have to pay 2 years advance or sometimes 5 years advance. So if you don't have that kind of money, it's going to be a little bit difficult. But as you are there and you wanted to move to Ghana, you have to make sure that you have a place that you will lay your head at. It's very, very important because if not, it's going to cost you a lot of money. And secondly, too, when we were coming, we were able to ship all our stuff because we have a house here. But if you don't have a house and you are moving here to come and live, stay here in Ghana, you have to get yourself prepared very well because it's very, very expensive here. It's very, very expensive. And that doesn't mean that you don't have to move here. Like she said, you can visit and have good friends here who can lead you, whilst you are preparing to move back home. So it's very, very important to get yourself together in terms of building. If you can, if you have a car, bring your car. It's very, very important for you to know that because transportation is a big deal here. You don't want anytime you wanted to go to some place, then you have to wait for somebody to come and pick you up, and it's costly too. So if you have your car, it will help you a lot. You have where you lay your head, you have your car, I think you can make it.
I think too it's important to visit because get a feel of it. Most of us Americans, we don't travel.
Yeah.
So we don't know what it's like to go outside the country. And I think it's important to really visit and see how it is.
Okay, guys. So I do have a follow-up question about what you just said. All this, in summary, what you guys are saying is I think it's actually sensible. If you want to, even in business, if you don't try it, you don't know, or you would never know if you're going to succeed or fail. So that makes sense. So why Ghana? Why Ghana? I know Max is from Ghana, but in most cases, I know of a friend that is from Ghana. His wife is from Liberia. So in a situation like that, if they want to say they want to move back home, I have never asked them before, but since I have you guys here, I know aside from the fact that Max is from Ghana, were there any other reasons why you guys chose to move and settle in Ghana?
I think that's the main reason. He's from here. Of course, if it was a different country that was maybe less stable or there's a lot of war or something going on, probably would have considered other countries more. But since Ghana is peaceful, it's his home, I think it was a simple decision for me.
And most of the people too, they wanted to go to a place that is peaceful, peaceful country.
Yeah.
So let's say you don't know anybody in Ghana. We have good people here that can help you. You know what I'm saying? If you know a friend, if you know somebody that you know that he can help you, it's better. Because when my wife came 5 years ago, my son was here, and they were able to connect her with a lot of stuff, So that is very, very important. If you don't know any, that's why I didn't want to come with her, because I want her to come and feel it herself. How do the people,
Okay.
act when they see me, or are they friendly, or I wanted her to come and see it herself. It's not because maybe she might think that, because I come with you, that's why the people are treating me this way
Yeah.
or that way.
Yeah.
But when she came by herself, she saw it herself that no, this country is a free country. It's a good country. The people are lovely. They say good morning, good afternoon. Anybody that they sees you, they just, they are more friendly, And like my pastor one time said, he said, I heard that all Ghanaians they smile a lot. That's what he told me in the United States.
Yeah.
That, I heard you guys smile a lot. I said, oh, I didn't know about that, but that's what he told me. So you have to find a place that is peaceful. Ghana is peaceful. We have good people. I know that we have bad people everywhere. But if you know someone that you can connect, at least if you are in the United States, you know Ghanaian. So if you wanted to move here, they can connect you to, someone, and then you come and visit and see it yourself. And then you go back and make the move. So it doesn't matter if you come from here or you don't come from Ghana. You can come and visit, or then you make the decision. And I think that the decision that we made was a good one. I mean, at least I can sleep very good. When I was in the United States, I can sleep very good. At least the alarm clock does not wake me up anymore. It used to wake me up at 2 a.m. I have delivered newspapers for 22 years. 22 years.
Wow.
And, I wake up every morning at 2 a.m. going to work. And when I come back home, I got to get myself ready and go to my normal job. And I will be home at least by 6 o'clock. So when I came here, it's just a blessing. It's just a blessing, because the work that we do when we were in the United States, it's like my wife always say, it's modern day slavery. That's how my wife always calls it.
I agree.
It's modern day
I agree
slavery.
to that.
They tell you the time to get up and go to work, the time to take a break, the time to take a lunch, the time to take a break, and the time to go home. That is slavery. So when you are in other country, and like Europe or America, and you wanted to move to a free country, you have to consider that. Like my wife, mom, is almost 73, and she's still working. At that age, she's still working. So when you are Black American and you wanted to move to some part of Africa, you have to make that decision. You will never regret. If you plan it very well, you will never regret. Because when we came, it's a little bit, now that we are here, it's almost 5 months now. We're trying to do certain things, that it will help us to bring a little bit income that will help us to live here. So when you are coming, you got to plan for all those kind of things. That doesn't mean that you don't have to come. Some of the idea, like my wife said, is a lot of opportunities here. It's a lot. So when you live overseas and come to Ghana, you have more ideas that the people who are here does not have it. So like I always said, you have Ghana ideas and you have, America ideas. So when you bring it together, you can make it. But if you are scared of coming and you scared, then you're gonna get stuck. The rest of your
Okay.
life, you're gonna be working for. You like she said, you're gonna make people rich, and you're gonna be, who you are. So
You're gonna be the
yeah,
one that made,
yeah.
yeah, and then didn't don't come home. So Kimberly, this is more of a personal question towards you because I know Max, like I said, he's already from Ghana, and I'm pretty sure the experiences for you both might be a little bit different. So tell us about your personal experience. If you can't go back from the very first time you visited the continent, what you saw, and then left and came back, and what you've seen. Have you seen any type of improvement or anything like that? Or and then you just let us know what you actually feel overall.
Okay, so for me, um, when we came, we were welcomed, I mean, very warmly by everybody. Um, I loved it. Like I said, after being here just a few days, I felt better. I didn't hurt as much. Um, we were eating all the food and everything, foo-foo, and we were eating everything. And the fresh fruit, and I mean, everything was amazing. And the places we went, I mean, we enjoyed. We went to some tourist areas. We went to the castles. We went to Abri. We went to the beaches. So we really enjoyed ourselves. And when I was looking around, I just saw opportunity. And to be able to, have your own business in the U.S., it's difficult. It's difficult. It's very hard for you to get ahead. That's my opinion. But here, since it's developing, there's so many opportunities. So many opportunities for you. And to live a different life. You build your house, it's paid for. It's paid for. Nobody's going to come and say
Right.
you missed your mortgage payment one or two times because something happened and, well, we got to start taking your house or something like that. Here, it's paid for.
Yeah.
Here, you can move how you want to move. You can have your mini farm in the backyard if you want. You can grow your own food. You can make businesses and just live a free life. The weather is wonderful. As we get older, you see the people who retire want to go to Florida. Well, here you don't have to go to Florida.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's always warm here. It's always
It's
warm
warm
here.
everywhere.
The
Yeah.
environment, the people, everybody is very welcoming. Very welcoming.
What do you guys have coming up for the next season? I think I wanted to do some plantation. I think I wanted to plant some onions here, but you already know how the soil is over here. It's a give and take. It may work, it may not work. So what do you guys have coming planned up?
I think coming up, I just finished planting my garden. So, and actually, I finished planting it a couple of days ago, and it's already.
That's a beautiful garden, by the
Thank
way.
you. Stuff is already coming up. Besides my grass is coming up real good in there. But the next big things I'm excited about is continuing to develop the farm, the 50 acres. Also, my heart and my passion is to help other people. That's why I started documenting my journey, because I'm not one that likes to be on camera, but I feel like it's really important. When I was in the U.S.
Yeah.
and we were building and everything, I was watching all kinds of YouTubers, that were relocating. And I think it was very important. I learned a lot. When I came here, it felt very familiar to me. And the next big things I would really like to do is help people. The way that when I set foot here, I had people to help me around, help me at the market. We're not used to bargaining for things. Help me at the market. Help me maneuver around. know the system, know how things work. I'd like to be able to do that and see Ghana through the eyes of other people who are seeing it for the first time. And
For the
also,
first time.
my heart goes out really to those who have been cheated. So sorry for getting like that, but it's how it is. You work hard and you
Yeah.
send your money and that's it, it's gone. So my heart goes out to the people who I've
Hmm.
seen who are stuck there in the US because they can't, their family members took the money from them, they're getting older, they don't have money to move back. They don't have money to start over again, or they don't have anybody they can
All
trust.
right. So before we got disconnected, you were talking about advising people to move home, and also encouraging people to not give up. People like myself, like we talked about last time. And when you try to invest, people will dupe you and take your money. And moving forward, everybody will be afraid. So it's much understandable. So you have something to say about that before we got disconnected. If you can remember, we can continue. And then we will just wrap up. I don't want to take too much of you guys' time as well, too.
It was you speaking, you were talking about.
Okay, I think I was talking about, a lot of people trying to take, um, your money, and because of that, people don't want to invest in Ghana. What I was trying
Yeah.
to say is that the people have this kind of mentality that, okay, when you need, when you when you ask them that, okay, you wanted to buy a land, and they find you the land and tell you that, okay, it's $5,000, it's $10,000. It doesn't take you a month or two maybe to send the money to them, but back of their mind, they think that you got a lot of money there, so it didn't took you long to pay that money. So they don't know that you have worked hard and saved that money, or you went to the bank to get some money with interest. They don't know that. What they know is that it was $10,000 and you pay the money. So what we're trying to do is that to help people. When you wanted to buy a land, we can help you get the land. We're not gonna add any
Okay.
money to it. If the money is $2, it's $2. If it is $10,000, it's $10,000. But we will take a consultation fee. It's better to do it that way than to trust family member. If family members, spend your money, what you gonna do? You can't arrest them. If you arrest them, your grandfather is coming to beg you and all those kind of stuff. That's
Yeah.
how they do it.
Yeah.
So we are here to help. If you wanted to build a house, we can help you build your dream house. You have to decide what type of house it is. You can draw the plan. Our house, we did that here. My wife drew
Okay.
the plan. So we are here to help. We are here to help everyone who wanted to come to Ghana. If you wanted to come to Ghana and you don't know anywhere to go, we are here to help you. We can pick you at the airport, take you to your hotel. If you wanted to tour any places in Ghana, we have vehicle here that can help you. So we can transport you to anywhere you wanted to go, and you will feel more safe because we are
Yeah.
here, and we are not going to take advantage over you. Because we have lived back there, we have lived in the United States, and we know that money is not cheap.
Yeah.
Money is not easy. We've been there, know that. So our
Yeah.
goal is to help people buy land, build a house, what have you. We are here to help.
We're
Okay,
just
thank you,
visiting.
Max. Is there? I didn't mean to cut you off. I'm sorry, Kimberly. Is there a contact number? How do people reach out to you when they want to come to Ghana, or if they're interested in actually embarking on this journey? How do you guys have a contact or a way to communicate?
Yes.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, my number
It's on WhatsApp.
is on WhatsApp. It's better you call me on WhatsApp, and
Okay.
it's 054 0062.
Okay.
054 0062.
Okay. Thank you.
I was saying too that, maybe relocating is a big leap for people. Maybe some people just want to go on vacation or just set foot in Africa for the first time in generations, maybe. That too, I think it's really important because I experienced someone helping me when I came to visit. And I mean, I would love to help people even just do that.
Okay, so we are wrapping up here. Guys, what's your final message? I want to break it into two. Um, what's your message for Africans that are living in the diaspora like me? I was born in Ghana. I migrated, or my family migrated, and that's why I'm here. And then there's the African Americans that have never been there. People from the Jamaica and the islanders, Haiti, and all of that places. So split your messages in two. What do you have to tell these people finally about Africa?
Go first.
Yeah, what I would say is that, brothers, come home, home sweet home, home sweet home. I know one of my Black American brothers said that one thing that he loved about Ghana is that when the policemen stop him, he's not gonna die. Come home.
That's good.
Here is good. You will enjoy yourself. Home is home. Don't think that, some of the people think that the health system and the road and all those kind of stuff. No, Ghana is developing. If you wanted to come home, please make your mind to come home. It's not the Ghana that we know 20 years or 15 years ago. Everything is here. Internet, we have internet in our house. Everything is here. So please, what I would tell my brothers in diaspora, I will tell you that home sweet home. Come and experience Ghana, and you will never regret it.
Thank you. Kimberly, your final words.
I think for Ghanaians especially, don't wait. Don't wait until your job sucks the life totally out of you. Don't wait. Come here, start some businesses, build a legacy for your children, your grandchildren. Come while you still have strength to do things here. And, I don't know what it's like being Black living in America, but what I do know is that you're not a Black person over here. For the Black Americans, you're not a Black person over here. You're just a person. You're a person. The playing field is level. So, to me, at least come and visit. Put aside all the lies that we've been brought up seeing and hearing. Africa's not what they show. Look at the channels on YouTube. Look it up. See what it looks like in the cities of the countries. Look at all the countries and do your research. We have plenty of tools now to do your research, and come visit. Come visit.
Well spoken, Max and Kimberly. Thank you guys so much. I just want to thank you guys for taking time out of your busy schedule to talk to us. Me, for instance, I have taken so much out of this message, especially you guys' final message. Come home. It's going to be ringing in my mind for quite some time. It's actually been ringing in my mind for some time now. And I'm making arrangements, making plans to find a way to visit and come back home to my own motherland. And I actually do also have plans to not just visit Ghana, the other African places that now that I'm looking back, looking on YouTube, like you said, looking around, not just YouTube, watching the news, I'm seeing a whole lot of different aspects of Africa, even though I'm African, that I never knew. And I'm really hungry and interested to experience it firsthand myself as well. So thank you guys for telling us. Thank you for the encouragement. Thank you for being an example. And I would say leaders, because you guys are, I think it's roughly around about 3,000 people that have migrated since 2019 to Ghana specifically. I don't know the data about the other African countries, but for Ghana specifically, there's I think near 3,000 people that migrated. So thank you for being the pioneers. Thank you for being the leaders, and thank you for being bold, because not all of us are able to, and actually have the strength and the ability to just say, hey, I'm moving back home and I want to do this and do it well. So thank you guys for the last time, and I will talk to you guys later.
It's everything you've ever heard. After you go to Africa, you got to go to Ghana first. Then you need to go to Botswana, because you need to see Botswana is the second richest diamond producer nation in the world. Them black people over there got something. And then you got to go to Johannesburg. That's what you got. You got to do that jump right there. Once you see that, you'll understand who we are. Them Africans ain't stole nothing from us. They talk about Burna Boy stole this. No, we stole from Burna Boy. Them Africans is us, man. They the beat, they the rhythm, they the soul, they the hard work. We get our courage from them. When you see them people, they look just like your family.